da wadataccen ƙasar noma ga kuma ɗimbin albarkatun ƙasa bila adadin, sai dai irin waɗannan dukkanin abinda ubangiji ya samar domin samar da kyakkyawar fata ga jihar ta Taraba, ana samun wasu munanan ɗabi'u na sare dazuzzuka da tone-tonen ramumuka domin ɗebo albarkatun ƙasan da hakan ke matukar barazana ga muhalli da kuma al'ummar da cikin Taraba da ma dabbobi da suke cikinta. Wannan ko na iya lalata dukkan wani tsari ko dabaru da aka samar domin kyautata rayuwar bil'adama da mara dabbobi. Wannan illar na daɗa tozartawa da kuma lalata dukkanin wurare da ake da su, ga lalata ruwa da muhalli da ke zama barazana ga rayuwar dabbobi na cikin ruwa da kuma na tudu da ma jama'a da ke kan wannan. Hakan na iya zama kuma wani abin da ke iya lalata kyakkyawar fata da ake da ita na kyautata rayuwar al'umma musamman da yara da ma dabbobi. A irin wannan ne gwamnatin jihar Taraba gargashin Dr. Abu Kefo ta samar da wani kwamiti mai karfin fada-aji da doka ta baiwa dama ya tabbatar da cewa ya takaita ayyukan saran dazuzzuka da tone-tone albarkatun ƙasa ba bisa ka'ida ba. Bisa wannan ne kuma wannan kwamiti ya tashi haikan domin tabbatar da an bi doka da aka zayyana na tabbatar da kare dazuzzuka da sauran albarkatun ƙasa da ubangiji albarkaci wannan jiha da ita domin samarwa matasa da kuma iyalai aikin yi. Idan aka bi ka'ida wurin bin matakai da za su dace da yadda ake tono albarkacin ƙasa da kuma sare dazuzzuka a bisa ka'ida, wanda hakan zai iya taimakawa ci gaba da kuma bunƙasa rayuwar jama'a da kuma fitar da Tarabar a idon duniya. A bisa wannan ake yin kira ta musamman ga al'ummar jihar Taraba da su tabbatar da cewa sun bi tsari da dabaru da aka tanadar. Ana kuma kira da amfani da sarakunan gargajiya da maluman addini da sauran jagororin al'umma da suke da alhakin kula da irin waɗannan al'ummomi da kuma ke zama tare da tabbatar da sun sanya ido sosai wurin ganin an kawar da dukkan wani kalubale da muhalli ke fuskanta. Ana kuma kira nan take ga sarakunan gargajiya da maluma na addini da su waro al'umma kai, musamman waɗanda suke jagoranta domin nuna musu matukar illa da waɗannan sare-saren dazuzzuka da tono albarkatun ƙasa ba bisa ƙa'ida ba suke yi, kuma su ilmantar da jama'a domin amfanin su wadda mara misaltuwa ne. Ana kuma karfafa musu gwiwa da cewa duk lokacin da suka ga wani aiki da ya shafi irin wannan mummunan aiki da su handarsa samar da hukumomi ta yin amfani da wannan layi 080660081020. 'Yan Taraba a haɗa hannu tare domin tabbatar da an tsirar da jihar kuma an kawar da tsarin na tono albarkatun ƙasa da sare-saren dazuzzuka ba bisa ƙa'ida ba domin ɗorewar ci gaban jihar Taraban da kuma samar da albarkatunta da moriyarta ga dukkanin al'umma. Wannan sako ne da ya fito daga hukumar nan da take sanya ido da hana sare dazuzzuka ba bisa ƙa'ida ba.
Every day begins with a need to move with purpose, to shop without stress, to send without fear, to pay without delay. For every rider chasing time, for every home that needs restocking, for every voice that needs connection, for every dream that needs delivery. Now, one app brings it all together.
Supercab, move smart, ride safe, supermarket, groceries, gadgets, everything. Supercash, airtime, bills, transfers, done. Super logistics, fast, secure, right to your door.
It's more than an app. It's your movement, your market, your money, your connection, all in one place. Supergo, one app for services endless. Download Supergo today. Live free, live fast, live smart.
No time to shop, no stress. With Supergo, your groceries comes to you. Partner with trusted vendors, verified stores, no delay, no excuses, just values. Supergo Supermarket, your market now in your hands. With Supergo, your ride is comfortable, easy, and convenient. Supergo is more than an app. It's a movement. Moving people, powering threats, delivering value.
Every day begins with a need to move with purpose, to shop without stress, to send without fear, to pay without delay. For every rider chasing time, for every home that needs restocking, for every voice that needs connection, for every dream that needs delivery. Now, one app brings it all together.
Supercab, move smart, ride safe, supermarket, groceries, gadgets, everything. Supercash, airtime, bills, transfers, done. Super logistics, fast, secure, right to your door.
It's more than an app. It's your movement, your market, your money, your connection, all in one place. Supergo, one app for services endless. Download Supergo today. Live free, live fast, live smart.
No time to shop, no stress. With Supergo, your groceries comes to you. Partner with trusted vendors, verified stores, no delay, no excuses, just values. Supergo Supermarket, your market now in your hands. With Supergo, your ride is comfortable, easy, and convenient. Supergo is more than an app. It's a movement, moving people, powering threats, delivering value.
I am Moses Peter, welcoming you to news at 9 p.m. on Som TV. This broadcast is coming to you live from Jalingo. This is the pulse of the nation. We bring only the stories that matter. Stay connected with us on Facebook at Som TV and YouTube at Som TV Live. Here are tonight's major headlines. Jehovah's Witnesses anti-Esther sparks debate over refusal of blood transfusion despite 30 million naira donations. Yabunkaka community in Jalingo mourns 14-year-old allegedly beaten to death by police relative. PDP condemns defection of 16 Rivers lawmakers to APC as political servitude. On international news, gunmen kill 11, including child, at hostel in Pretoria, South Africa. Business news, African currencies record mixed movement in November 2025. Naira falls 1.36% as NEBZA urges federal government to grant 10-year tax exemption to SEZ operators. On entertainment news, Triangle International Magazine to host 4th Face of Africa Leadership Awards in UK. And on sport news, Kwara Governor rewards 2025 National Youth Games medalists, urges education, sports balance. Now the news in full. Mensa Omolola, a Jehovah's Witness and cancer patient known as Auntie Esther, has sparked debate after refusing a blood transfusion despite receiving over 30 million naira in public donations for her treatment. Guided by her faith, she opted for alternative injections and nutrition to boost her blood before chemotherapy. A decision supported by her church and family has drawn criticism from Nigerians who argue donations should aid life-saving treatment. Charity advocate Wisdom Obi Dixon confirmed transparency in the use of funds, noting 74,000 naira was spent on her preferred meals, leaving a balance of 30.78 million naira. The case highlights tensions between religious beliefs, medical advice, and public fundraising. Shock grips Yabunkaka community in Jalingo after a 14-year-old boy was allegedly beaten to death by a relative identified by residents as police officer Inspector Ayuba Philemon over a missing 60,000 naira. The teenager was reportedly buried in secret near a riverbank where his body was discovered 4 days later. Senior correspondent Olayinka Gabriel reports on the case that has horrified residents and sparked calls for justice.
The Nyabukaka community in Jalingo is still in disbelief. What began as a domestic dispute over 60,000 naira has now turned into a horrifying case of alleged murder. According to residents, The victim, a 14-year-old boy, was accused of stealing the money by his elder relative, identified as Inspector Ayuba Flimon, a serving police officer. Community member says the boy was subjected to hours of severe beating in an attempt to force the confession. But the story took an even darker turn. Instead of seeking medical help when the boy became unconscious, the suspect allegedly buried him secretly near a riverbank at the outskirts of the community. For 4 days, the family searched desperately, believing the child had gone missing. Suspicion grew when residents noticed unusual soil disturbance by the river, raised an alarm, and shallow grave was discovered. The body, exhumed in the presence of security personnel, showed visible signs of physical assault. These fueled anger among community youth who staged a small protest demanding justice.
The People's Democratic Party has condemned the defection of 16 Rivers State lawmakers to the APC, describing it as a redefection and an act of political servitude. PDP National Publicity Secretary Ini Ememobong accused the defectors of being political puppets acting under a paymaster, undermining democracy. The party vowed to pursue legal action to reclaim their mandate under the 1999 Constitution as amended. Following this, Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, attributed the defections of the Speaker and 15 lawmakers to deepening factionalism within the PDP. Speaking after inspecting road projects in Abuja, Wike described the departures as unfortunate, but emphasized that members who stayed would continue to collaborate effectively, urging the party to strengthen internal cohesion and address the divisions causing such defections. In Osun State, the APC screening committee for the governorship primaries disqualified 7 aspirants, including former Deputy Governor Senator Iyola Omisore and ex-Deputy Governor Benedict Olugboyenga Alabi. Others disqualified are Dotun Babayemi Akin Ogunbiyi, Senator Babajide Omoworari Kunle Adegoke, and Babatunde Hastgeta Ora Lucy. The committee's decision narrows the field and reinforces APC's determination to uphold eligibility rules, paving the way for a competitive and orderly 2025 governorship primary process. The APC National Working Committee has summoned Cross River State Chairman Alphonsus Eba following his removal by the State Executive Committee over alleged financial recklessness. Eba rejects the removal as unconstitutional and is required to appear at the APC National Secretariat on December 8. The NWC emphasized adherence to due process, while Eba alleged misconduct by opponents, insisting that stipends and salaries for all 5,778 party executives are now directly paid into their accounts. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has handed over 96.5 million naira to victims of Ponzi schemes in Enugu State. Spokesperson Dele Oyewale stated the move aligns with the anti-graft agency's commitment to combating economic crimes and ensuring restitution. This action demonstrates the government's dedication to protecting citizens from financial fraud, while reinforcing public trust in the EFCC's proactive enforcement of laws against economic and financial misconduct. In Abuja, Aliko Dangote declared the era of fuel queues over, noting that the Dangote refinery now supplies Europe and the US. Meanwhile, Minister of State for the FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood, praised Abuja's emergence as a continental hub for arts and culture at the Zuma International Film Festival. She highlighted the event's role in boosting tourism, supporting businesses, and expanding Nollywood's global reach, reiterating government support for creative economic development. Minister of Defense General Christopher Musa, while assuming office, vowed to end bloodshed by bandits, terrorists, and criminal elements. In related commentary, former Chief of Defense Staff General Lucky Irabo warned that creating new agencies would not solve insecurity, urging an in-depth assessment of intelligence, manpower, and coordination gaps. Both perspectives underscore the urgent need for strategic reform in Nigeria's existing security apparatus to address terrorism, banditry, and organized crime. Sokoto State Police arrested suspected bandits, financiers, and motorcycle thieves in 2 operations, while DSS operatives apprehended a doctor allegedly supplying kidnapping gangs in Kwara State. 3 suspects in Taganza LGA were linked to funding a notorious bandit group. These coordinated operations highlight interstate law enforcement collaboration aimed at dismantling criminal networks, cutting off funding channels, and strengthening public safety in northern Nigeria. The Gombe State Police Command, in collaboration with the Professional Hunters Association, arrested 7 suspected kidnappers, neutralized 2 others, and recovered a general-purpose machine gun. The operation targets violent syndicates and reinforces the state's commitment to public security. Authorities emphasize continued cooperation with community structures and professional hunters to curb kidnapping, protect citizens, and dismantle criminal networks threatening safety across the state. The Edo State government demolished properties in Uromi, Eson Northeast LGA, linked to court activities. 31 suspects were arrested after Black Axe and Eye confraternity leaders ignored a 7-day ultimatum. A multi-agency operation involving the Army, police, vigilantes, and anti-kidnapping committees seeks to curb kidnapping, cultism, and drug trafficking, reflecting a firm government stance against criminal networks and efforts to restore safety and lawfulness in the area. The Sokoto State government denied claims that Governor Ahmed Aliyu visited IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu, clarifying he was performing lesser Hajj, while officials received Abia Governor Alex Oti. In parallel, Sokoto approved 1.66 billion naira for renovating 6 general hospitals, plus 100 million naira for HIV and AIDS kits. Other locations include 702.5 billion naira for the 2026 budget, education materials, drainage projects, and cultural bureau upgrades, demonstrating a commitment to healthcare, social infrastructure, and cultural development. Kano State dismissed claims of poor 2025 budget performance, citing improvement in science and technology, education, higher education, and health. Meanwhile, former PCCAC chairman barrister Muhuyin Magaji Rimigado was released by police after being moved to Abuja. He plans to meet bail terms, highlighting tensions between federal enforcement and state authority. These developments emphasize Kano's focus on accountability, governance, and adherence to due process. A Nigerian Air Force Alpha jet reportedly crashed near Karabondi, Bogu LGA, Niger State. Both pilots ejected safely before the aircraft went down around 4:10 p.m. Eyewitness videos showed flames engulfing the jet, while Lapai TV reported the incident. The Air Force is mobilizing to the site. No official statement has been issued, and further updates are awaited to determine the cause and consequences of the crash. In Lagos, the Nigeria Police Force deployed a special enforcement team to enforce President Tinubu's ban on police escorts for VIPs. CSP Benjamin Hundeyin reported full compliance at key locations, including Lekki Ikoyi Bridge and Murtala Mohammed Airport. The IGP emphasized redeploying police to core security duties while NSCDC handles VIP protection, aiming to enhance frontline policing, improve resource allocation, and ensure public safety across the metropolis. The Benue State APC praised the party's National Working Committee, led by Professor Nentawe Yilwada, for transitioning member registration to a digital platform. State Chairman Benjamin Omali said the initiative strengthens internal structures and prepares the party for the 2027 elections. Sponsored by Governor Hyacinth Alias, the e-registration training demonstrates commitment to modernized political operations, supporting both state-level and national leadership objectives. The National and State Assembly Election Petitions Tribunal in Ibadan, Oyo State, gave APC, INEC, and candidate Adeshola Ayola Elegbeji 6 days from December 8th to 13th to present defense in the Ikenne Shagamu Remo North by-election petition. PDP, which closed its case with 26 witnesses, alleged overvoting, violence, intimidation, and vote buying, seeking annulment and a fresh poll. INEC declared Ayola Elegbeji the winner with over 41,000 votes. In Zamfara State, Governor Dauda Lawal launched the State Development Plan 2025 to 2034 as a long-term roadmap to transform the state. Developed by KPMG Advisory and Stakeholder Engagement, it focuses on 6 pillars: economic, infrastructure, social welfare, human capital, governance, and environmental sustainability. Aligned with SDGs, Nigeria 2050 Plan, and AU Agenda 2063, the plan aims to boost agriculture, create jobs, improve food security, reduce poverty, and promote inclusive growth across Zamfara. Former PDP National Publicity Secretary Kola Ologbondiyan officially resigned from the party, citing concerns over direction and internal cohesion. Submitting his resignation in Okekuku Ward, Kogi State, he noted that the PDP no longer reflects its former values. His departure adds to the growing number of prominent figures leaving amid leadership crisis, factional disputes, and declining influence, raising questions about the party's unity and future electoral viability. We are now going on a short commercial break. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, the news continues. Stay tuned.
Every day begins with a need to move with purpose, to shop without stress, to send without fear, to pay without delay. For every rider chasing time, for every home that needs restocking, for every voice that needs connection, for every dream that needs delivery. Now, one app brings it all together.
Supercab, move smart, ride safe, supermarket, groceries, gadgets, everything. Supercash, airtime, bills, transfers, done. Super logistics, fast, secure, right to your door.
It's more than an app. It's your movement, your market, your money, your connection, all in one place. Supergo, one app, for services, endless. Download Supergo today. Live free, live fast, live smart.
No time to shop, no stress. With Supergo, your groceries comes to you. We partner with trusted vendors, verified stores, no delay, no excuses, just values. Supergo Supermarket, your market now in your hands. With Supergo, your ride is comfortable, easy, and convenient. Supergo is more than an app. It's a movement, moving people, powering threats, delivering value.
Welcome back. We are glad you are still there with us. Moving on to international news, gunmen attacked a hostel in Pretoria, South Africa on Saturday, killing 11 people, including a 3-year-old child. The hostel reportedly operated as an illegal liquor outlet. Police confirmed 25 people were shot, with 14 hospitalized. The perpetrators, 3 armed men, opened fire early in the morning, targeting patrons. The motive remains unknown, no arrests have been made, and a manhunt is ongoing. South Africa continues to face high crime and gang-related violence. On business news, African currencies recorded mixed movement in November 2025, with only a few achieving notable gains against the United States dollar amid global monetary tightening and fluctuating commodity prices. Foreign exchange trends during the month reflected how policy discipline, export performance, and regional monetary frameworks shaped currency stability. Although some economics benefited from stronger external inflows and commodity-driven recoveries, others, including Nigeria, whose naira fell by 1.36% after an earlier rebound, lost momentum. The Congolese francs ranked among the best performers, supported by higher cobalt and copper exports and improved central bank oversight despite ongoing fiscal pressures. The Nigeria Export Processing Zones Authority has urged the federal government to grant a 10-year tax exemption to operators in the special economic zones, saying new tax laws threaten investment. Managing Director Dr. Olufemi Ogunyemi, represented by Mrs. Halima Sani Kamba, told the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment virtual dialogue that the relief would stabilize operations, reassure foreign investors, and strengthen Nigeria's industrial and export strategy through its 63 free trade zones and over 700 enterprises. The Corporate Affairs Commission has announced a nationwide crackdown on point-of-sale operators who are not formally registered, warning that enforcement will begin on 1st January 2026. In a statement signed by the Commission's management, it noted that many operators, aided by some financial technology companies, violate the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020 and the Central Bank of Nigeria's agent banking regulations. The Commission said unregistered terminals will be seized, operators shut down by security agencies, and non-compliant financial technology firms placed on a watch list. It advised all operators to complete their registration without delay, stressing that compliance is compulsory. On entertainment news, the Triangle International magazine will host the 4th phase of Africa Leadership Awards in the UK as part of its 10th anniversary celebrations in partnership with the King's College London. Publisher Femi Salako said the event will honor Africans whose work significantly impacts continental development. A special guest lecture on harnessing the role of Nigerians in the diaspora for national development will explore collaboration, investment, knowledge transfer, and civic engagement. The ceremony is scheduled for April 2nd, 2026 from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Great Hall, Strand Campus, King's College, London. And on sport news, Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak rewarded medalists of the 2025 National Youth Games in Asaba, Delta State, with 200,000 naira for gold, 150,000 naira for silver, and 100,000 naira for bronze. At George Inin Stadium, Ilorin, Sports Commission Chairman Bola Kale Adisa praised the athletes' determination, urging them to blend sport with education. Director Ibrahim Baku and Senior Special Assistant Olayinka Fafoluyi encouraged continued excellence, while the commission pledged to nurture athletes for local, national, and international success. Kenyan runners dominated the second Premium Trust Bank Abuja City Half Marathon, with Kemfa Namitala winning the men's race and Mercy Jekemon claiming the women's title. Nigeria's Adamu Shehu Muazu finished fourth, earning 2 million naira as the top Nigerian, while Shambo Blessing Solomon and Akuso Lydia Thomas placed second and third in the women's category. The event showcased strong competition and rising talent among Nigerian athletes. That is where we draw the curtain. I am Moses Peter. Good evening and wishing you the very best.
Ubangiji ya albarkaci jihar Taraba da walataccen ƙasar noma ga kuma ɗimbin albarkatun ƙasa bila adadin. Sai dai irin waɗannan dukkanin abinda Ubangiji ya samar domin samar da kyakkyawar fata ga jihar ta Taraba, ana samun wasu munanan ɗabi'u na sare dazuzzuka da tone-tonen ramumuka domin ɗebo albarkatun ƙasan, da hakan ke matukar barazana ga muhalli da kuma al'ummar da cikin Taraba da ma dabbobi da suke cikinta. Wannan ko na iya lalata dukkan wani tsari ko dabaru da aka samar domin kyautata rayuwar bil'adama da mara dabbobi. Wannan illar na dada tozartawa da kuma lalata dukkanin wurare da ake da su, ga lalata ruwa da muhalli da ke zama barazana ga rayuwar dabbobi na cikin ruwa da kuma na tudu da ma jama'a da ke kan wannan. Hakan na iya zama kuma wani abin da ke iya lalata kyakkyawar fata da ake da ita na kyautata rayuwar al'umma, musamman da yara da ma dabbobi. A irin wannan ne gwamnatin jihar Taraba gargashin Dr. Abu Kefo ta samar da wata wani kwamiti mai karfin fada'aji da doka ta baiwa dama ya tabbatar da cewa ya takaita ayyukan saran dazuzzuka da tone-tone albarkatun ƙasa ba bisa ka'ida ba. Bisa wannan ne kuma wannan kwamiti ya tashi haikan domin tabbatar da an bi doka da aka zayyana na tabbatar da kare dazuzzuka da sauran albarkatun ƙasa da ubangiji albarkaci wannan jiha da ita, domin samarwa matasa da kuma iyalai aikin yi. Idan aka bi ka'ida wurin bin matakai da za su dace da yadda ake tono albarkacin ƙasa da kuma sare dazuzzuka a bisa ka'ida, wanda hakan zai iya taimakawa ci gaba da kuma bunƙasa rayuwar jama'a da kuma fitar da Taraba a idon duniya. A bisa wannan ake yin kira ta musamman ga al'ummar jihar Taraba da su tabbatar da cewa sun bi tsari da dabaru da aka tanadar. Ana kuma kira da amfani da sarakunan gargajiya da maluman addini da sauran jagororin al'umma da suke da alhakin kula da irin waɗannan al'ummomi da kuma ke zama tare da tabbatar da sun sanya ido sosai wurin ganin an kawar da dukkan wani kalubale da muhalli ke fuskanta. Ana kuma kira nan take ga sarakunan gargajiya da maluma na addini da su waro al'umma kai, musamman waɗanda suke jagoranta, domin nuna musu matukar illa da waɗannan sare-saren dazuzzuka da tono albarkatun ƙasa ba bisa ƙa'ida ba suke yi, kuma su ilmantar da jama'a domin amfanin su wadda mara misaltuwa ne. Ana kuma karfafa musu gwiwa da cewa duk lokacin da suka ga wani aiki da ya shafi irin wannan mummunan aiki da su handarsa samar da hukumomi ta yin amfani da wannan layi 0866681020. 'Yan Taraba a haɗa hannu tare domin tabbatar da an tsayar da jihar kuma an kawar da tsarin na tono albarkatun ƙasa da sare-saren dazuzzuka ba bisa ƙa'ida ba, domin ɗorewar ci gaban jihar Taraban da kuma samar da albarkatunta da moriyarta ga dukkanin al'umma. Wannan sako ne da ya fito daga hukumar nan da take sanya ido da hana sare dazuzzuka ba bisa ƙa'ida ba.